Want to move on now back to Trump indictment number 3 of what will likely be 4 indictments once it's all said and done. A lot of questions have been raised about the timing of these 3 indictments. Since the first one back in March, they repeatedly follow negative stories about the Biden family, and it happened again yesterday. For more, let's welcome in Wisconsin Congressman Scott Fitzgerald. Congressman, great to have you back on this morning. I just want to get your reaction to this now 3rd indictment of the former president.
Yeah, when I heard Jack Smith kind of roll through the indictment, I anticipated that once you actually got into the meat of it, that there would be more there. There's just nothing there. It's unbelievable that they have kind of nonchalantly just wandered through these things as if, somehow they were substantiated. So it's shocking, it's troubling. And from the state of Wisconsin, which is mentioned in the indictment, because of electors, you ponder kind of the idea as to, what was the real goal here originally. And, there is a lot of nuances in elections that somehow they think they've underscored at this point. So it's really troubling, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance in this 40-plus page indictment. Right on page 1, the president lied about election fraud and knew there was no fraud. How do you get inside Donald Trump's head and prove that he knew there was no fraud? By the way, I think if you ask Donald Trump today, he still believes that he won the 2020 election. And by the way, that's his right, okay? He can believe that.
Listen, I've worked with many candidates over the years in politics, and there's a lot of them that are convinced after the election is completed that there were just some irregularities. And in Wisconsin, during COVID, we had clerks that were cutting corners and actually accommodating a lot of different things that weren't aligned with statutes because of COVID. So, it's not only his prerogative, but I think there's still a lot of people in my state that are wondering were corners cut during that election cycle.
Yeah.
So for this prosecutor to now say, hey, listen, we've absolutely got the goods on all of these items, I think it's outlandish at this point. And not to mention that, people back in my district, they are absolutely outraged by the idea that Hunter Biden continues to just move around the country at will with his father, the president, and nothing happens to them. Yet this is the 3rd indictment on Trump.
Okay, impeachment. Is that the next step when it comes to Joe Biden? Congress is on recess now. Everyone's back in town in September. If you ask me right now, based on what we learned Monday from Devin Archer, it seems like you've got enough. Certainly the Democrats, if the roles were reversed, they would have enough. We know they impeached Donald Trump 2 times you think about the perfect phone call in 2019. Not a lot there, and they impeached him in the House.
Yeah, both Congressman Comer and Congressman Jordan, I think they're doing a great job of keeping the members kind of in the loop as they continue to gain more and more information. Congressman Comer has been methodic in going through the bank records. If you're able to talk to him kind of one-on-one, he'll tell you he's confident that they're on the right track. And certainly they're going to be able to present all of that information to the members and then make the case that an impeachment inquiry is appropriate. And certainly that's where the speaker's been as well, is to let's make sure we do this right, not like the political hacks that worked for Nancy Pelosi and threw together a couple of impeachments that absolutely didn't make it through the process.
All right, Congressman, we appreciate you being with us this morning. Wisconsin Congressman Scott Fitzgerald, thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
All right.